All right, in the spirit of our first year anniversary, we wanted to answer a question today. What does marriage mean to us after this first year? So, would you like to take the first response to it? What does marriage mean to you now that you've done it for 1 year?
You know, it's always a interesting question to answer because there's multiple answers.
Okay.
There's more than one meaning.
I can't take her seriously with these glasses. I'm serious. Okay. All right. A lot better. So go ahead.
So, like I was saying, marriage has multiple meanings, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There's more than one way to answer this, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind, my thoughts around what does marriage mean to me.
Okay. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
The first thing that I've been thinking about or that's been on my mind when it comes to marriage is being a better version of you for your spouse and your marriage. I talked about it a little earlier today because I was talking to my sister and she's like, well, what's the difference between marriage and dating? And I was like, this year to me felt like I'm trying to look at hand. Picture. I didn't realize it was gonna be on the camera. But it's almost like you're working to be the best you.
Mm-hmm.
And marriage can bring out your true colors, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And so through marriage bringing out your true colors, marriage is also a safe place for you to work on yourself.
Right.
And it's almost like, usually when you're single or you're dating, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna work on myself, but it's like, okay, you're working on yourself, but you can do it at your own pace. There's nobody who can hold you accountable for what the things you say you want to do better at. So I feel like marriage is a great tool to help you become a better version of yourself.
Right.
That's just one thing. There's multiple answers. So that's my first thought. I'll let him take over.
Can I ask you a follow-up question first based on what you just said?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it important for you to be a better version of yourself in marriage?
I feel like because marriage brings out your true colors and it brings out your flaws, it brings out your strengths. What's the opposite of flaws?
Yeah, strengths, good parts, good sides,
Right.
I guess.
So it brings out everything.
Right.
The good and the bad. So with that being said, it's like, okay, if marriage has brought out the bad in you, if you're going to just let it do that and not work on changing the bad, you are going to then start to affect your marriage. Like if you brought out this bad trait and you don't fix it, it's going to then flow out to your spouse. Now your spouse is going to be affected. If you realize that you have an attitude problem and you don't work on that, now you're going to continue to have an attitude problem with your spouse, and your spouse is going to have to deal with that now. Now your spouse is affected. His mood or her mood can now be affected by your attitude because you don't want to change. And do better.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. For me, the first thing that I could think about, like, when it comes to like the meaning of marriage for me after this first year, it was basically like marriage is like just a place where you learn what unconditional love really means in life. You know what I mean? It's like you can show love to your friends, okay? You can show love to a sibling and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like the kind of love that exists between like spouses, that's like a different type, in my opinion. It's almost like divine. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, if you want your marriage to last, you have to show unconditional love. You have to like learn how to let go of things. You have to learn how to forgive. Like, you have to just learn how to seek peace. Like, marriage is not one of those things where you'll be like, okay, like, oh, you don't want to work this out? Okay, bye. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I mean, some people can go that far, but it's like, that's not what a real marriage is about.
No.
Yeah, real marriage is about like just knowing that when you're in it for life. You're in it for life. And for me, it's an exemplary thing when it comes to what like true love looks like. Like, people need to look to a marriage and see what love is really about. So for me, that's one of the biggest meanings that I got from marriage from this first year. You know, like, we annoy each other pretty frequently. You know I annoy her with some of the things that I do sometimes, but guess what? She like doesn't hold things against me like for a long time, because who is it gonna help? You know what I mean? So we've learned how to just let go of things and show unconditional love to each other on a daily basis. So for me, that's what marriage is about. Yeah,
Unconditional love.
unconditional love, and like that being an example to everybody else in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's, I mean, that we just wanted to address that one question. You know, what does marriage mean to us after this first year of marriage, as we celebrate our anniversary? You know, we hope that, you know, you got something from it, whether you're married, whether you want to be married someday in the future. You know, we could go more in depth with examples and things like that, but we just wanted to keep this video just like straight to the point. So hopefully you guys got some value out of it. Well, we will catch you guys on the next one. We came to Honolulu, Hawaii for our anniversary, and we'll be dropping a video soon about what that looks like. Okay, take care guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.